Today on the channel, we get invincible with the Marvel Legends Iron Man 2-pack with Extremis Iron Man and the Mandarin.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back at it with some Iron Man, with a little Iron Man 2-pack with the Invincible Iron Man, Extremis Iron Man, and the Mandarin. But for all your Iron Man, Mandarin, and Marvel Legends needs, make sure you're hitting up Jay's Toys and Games. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15%. Got to get a deal out there, and I believe this one currently is an Amazon exclusive up right now at Amazon if you want to pick this one up. And I got to be honest, long gamers mount up. I could see this one being a discount in the future. I could easily see this be part of a Thanksgiving sale, Black Friday sale, Christmas sale, whatever it may be. I don't know if there's a ton of meat on the bone here. As an Extremis Iron Man we had 2 years ago, maybe. What is time once again? And the Mandarin, a favorite of mine, especially going back to the Marvel Action Hour once upon a time. But I think most people, when they think Mandarin, this unfortunately is not what they think of. Now, I always say it here on the channel. Some people definitely disagree with me. Some people do agree with me. It's been a long time since we've had a Mandarin. And when people close their eyes and they think of Mandarin, like myself, I think of the Marvel Action Hour. I think of the Toy Biz Iron Man toy line back from the 90s. That's my Mandarin. I think a lot of people share that sentiment, but not everybody. Some people might think of this one. I get it. But as usual, the less popular version of a character, Mandarin in this instance, they're going to give us this one for the first time. Well, I need a Mandarin in my collection. It's not the one I want, but maybe they won't release another one, whatever it may be. People will pick this one up. Then a year, 6 months from now, we get the traditional Mandarin we all want. Oh, they got me again. I got that one and I got this one. Because if you come out with the key best image of Mandarin right away, people get that one. I'm done. I don't ever need another Mandarin in my collection. And then this one, not going to sell very well. That's just my opinion there. But there is some extra uses for this, and we'll dive into it. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Iron Man Mandarin 2-pack, perfect. Big bubble window there. Perfect if you see these guys out on the street and you need an autograph or something. Go for it. Of course, Marvel Legends up on the top. Invincible Iron Man, Extremis Iron Man on this one with a twist. I'm thankful it's different than the last one, and we will do some comparisons later on. And then you got Mandarin saying, you know what? Two heads are better than one. Two-headed Mandarin over here. Extremis Iron Man, Mandarin, glamour shots over here. Like a young Cobra Commander with that globe. Just needs a snake running around it. And then on the back, some more images there, cartoon images and jibber jabber. I don't think there's any readout on this one at all, is there? 4 and up, you 3-year-olds, you're out of luck. Well, you 4-year-olds, you're eating good in the neighborhood like Applebee's here today. You can pick this up if you want to. Put it on the Christmas list. See if Santa will bring it. Who knows? Who knows? But nothing really going on. Marvel Comics back there. See you later, goodbye. See you later, goodbye. Plastic prison time. There it is, Mandarin and the Iron Man here, of course. But let's bust them out of the package here. And of course, there is tape. Does not seem to be Cambodian tape like McFarlane always gives us here, but we do got a lot of effect pieces, a lot of stuff going in here, which is good because a little bit plain Jane on this set, got to be honest. So the more stuff you can get makes it feel like you're getting a little bit more bang for your buck. And of course, as we've seen with all these toy lines, Marvel Legends included, price increases all the time, it seems like. Usually it used to be like every 3 years we'd see a price increase, or every 5 years. And now, dare I say, it almost feels like about every 6 months there's a new price increase. Not liking that for our wallets. See you later, goodbye. Making a lot of us, myself included, have to pick and choose a little bit more on some things to save some money buying this to put it towards something else. Your mileage may vary, though. I guess you won the lottery if you're a billionaire. What's it matter? What's it matter? Get what you want to get. Get that Corvette. I don't care what you do. It's your choice. But let's dive into it here. And let's dive into, we start Mandarin first. We go Mandarin first. I guess we will. We'll do that. We'll start with that. Now, he does come with 2 effect pieces here. Wrap these around his hands if you want to. Effect pieces. Seen him before. We'll see him again. We do get extra hands here. Now, very interesting. We got a trigger finger hand and a splayed out hand out of the package. We do get 2 Fists of Fury. You know I'm here for that. Now, the Fists of Fury here have all the Mandarin rings. Of course, the Mandarin's rings, we know all about those. The key to his powers, you could say. But we got all the rings on this hand, but the one out of the package, no rings. So it makes me wonder, as I alluded to earlier here, this might be great for customizers, you know. We got a lot of extra heads floating around there. Maybe you need a suited body for something. Well, now you got an extra set of hands here that don't have the rings. Because if they all had the rings, it'd be kind of weird to have, Cyclops Street Gear walking around with some rings like this. So maybe that's the option for that. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he took the rings off for a day. You can't fault him. It's got to be heavy on those fingers. Mr. T used to say the rings were the bane of my existence, I think is what he said, Tom Farley. Didn't you tell me that one time? You never told me that? I just made it up. Yeah, just made it up, but who knows? But Mandarin, you do get those on there. And then the second set of hands, once again, same thing, no rings on this hand. But boy, these are very witch-like hands. Or wizard, maybe? Never met a wizard sleeve I didn't like, of course. But wizardry hands, I don't know. But very creepy, very ready for the Halloween season. But it looks like it's Mandarin. I'm going to have to put these Fists of Fury on here. I'm going to have those rings ready to go. He's going to be posed like this, like a young Cliff Burton back in Metallica back in the day, showing off his rings. Maybe we'll do something like that. But you do got hand choices, at least. Now, we're diving into the head sculpts here. And I don't think I would guess either of these guys are Mandarin. The only Mandarin I ever followed or knew anything about, once again, was the Marvel Action Hour, Iron Man series, Toy Biz, early Iron Man stuff, the long cape, the more cool robe, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I guess young and old Mandarin. I don't know what you classify this as. This guy looks like trouble. He looks like some kind of a gangster from a foreign land or something. But he's got a goatee, which makes him look even more devious. Got that long, slick back black hair. Pale skin tone. Now, the second head, you got the wild hair. I don't know what's going on with that. Screaming and yelling mouth. Got the gray goatee. I don't know if the rings keep him young or if it's just young and old. It's I don't know what the story is with this one here, but looking wild in the head sculpt department. I'm probably going to go for the more mundane look, I would imagine, is what I'll probably end up doing. Now, he just got a nice coat over the top here. A little bit of a long coat going on. His tie, very whimsical, blowing in the wind, I guess, like a young Bob Dylan is what's going on, but a messy tie. Got very skinny arms, got the black dress shoes, black pants, a grayish black. Gunmetal, maybe, something like that. But very plain Jane, but it's a suited body and a little bit short, it kind of looks like to me. Arms all the way around for us, of course, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. Head back forth, side to side, a little bit up and down. That hair does limit a little bit of that. Nice ab crunch on him right there. Waist articulation. A little bit of splits going on. Leg goes up for the big boot. Double jointed pinless knees. Ankles back forth, side to side, up and down. Our usual Marvel Legend articulation for the most part. But a pretty plain figure. All things considered, not a ton of meat on the bone. I think it's pretty smart they put him in a 2-pack with Iron Man because, honestly, I don't see this Mandarin selling very well by himself. That's just personal opinion. But now we're diving over to Iron Man, and we're going to go look at the effect pieces here. Got 2 more. We've seen these a million times, different colors and stuff. You got the yellow and clear on this one. Choose your own adventure as far as effect pieces go. He's got the repulsor hands, splayed out hands, whatever you want to call them out of the package. And then, of course, you got fisted hands. So ready for the punches and bunches if things go down. If things go down, of course. And now diving into the head sculpt department here. Right out of the package, you got Iron Man Tony Stark without his helmet on. You do got a goatee. It's a goatee party we're here going on here, I guess. You got the skull cap, we'll call that, wraps over the head, the total head on him here. Looking very good. Second head, it's just an Iron Man head. I see this head, I exactly know who this is. It's Iron Man. It's an Extremis Iron Man is what this is. But looking good. Red and yellow attack on that head. And then the body really just screams Iron Man once again. And Iron Man, a character we've had tons and tons of versions. You know, he has got more Mark lineups than Deep Purple, as we know in this day and age. But it is your typical Iron Man figure. And it looks to be reuse, or a lot of reuse from the last one, Extremis Iron Man. But maybe a couple of updates here. We'll dive into it. They do get the red and gold colors here. He's a huge San Francisco Giants fan, is what I've been told. Huge San Francisco Giants fan. You're an Arizona Cardinals fan. I know. I understand it. You like the Argonauts, too. I believe that was your team as well. Shout out Tom Farley from the couch. But looking good. He got an interesting body style on here. It's not an overly big Iron Man. Sometimes you see the huge Iron Man, thicker armors. This is more of a sleek armor in the Extremis variety here. You got those discs right there on the hip. and then down into the legs. Of course, arms go all the way around for us. Those shoulder guards do move out of the way with the shoulders. You do get a little butterfly action in there. I'm here for a little baby butterfly every once in a while. You do get a bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. Of course, effect pieces can plug into the hands, as we know. You do get a nice ab crunch here, plus hula hoop up top. No traditional waist, though, but you do get the ab crunch on this one. Head back, forth, side to side, up and down. And it looks like we also got neck articulation in there as well. So a little extra articulation. Big old Ironman splits. Legs go up high for that big boot. Double jointed, pinless knees, smooth as butter. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. It is Tony Stark. It is Iron Man. He's ready to take on the Mandarin and all of his cronies along the way in this brand new 2-pack. And it fit on a Mattel ringside stand as well. Will Mr. Tony Stark. Now, I did say we had another version here. This is the, was it Puff Adder Build-A-Figure Wave? I don't know. It was during COVID, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Very similar, but obviously some differences here. You got more of a duller gold or a more shiny gold on the new one. That's the big difference between the two. Same hands going on. The body is different in the torso. You do get the ab crunch on this one. You do not get the ab crunch on the old one. A little bit shinier in the reds as well. Very, very similar figure. Just a little bit glossier, a little bit more colorful on the new one. And you do get an extra head we did not get with this one here. So you could theoretically grab this head, drop it over to here if that is your thing, or vice versa. Choose your own Iron Man head adventure. But for me, it's one of those packs that's okay. Honestly, I would recommend playing a little bit of that long game, maybe getting this on a sale. Unless you're a huge Iron Man Mandarin fan, then all bets are off at that point. But for me, I probably should have waited till Thanksgiving, got a deal. But I had a bunch of credit card points that automatically go into my Amazon account. So it feels like I got free money. Feels like free money. Whether it is, it isn't, is to be explained. That's a problem for future Kyle, I guess. But that's how I ended up getting this one. I paid for like $6 after my credits there. Of course, I have one of those. Pro tip out there, you should always have that Target Red card. You should have the Amazon Visa. I think it's a Visa. Because you get 5% back on everything. So why wouldn't you? It's free money. You're going to use it anyways. And you just pay your Target card every month, which is a heavy-duty pill for me around this house with my wife. Pay that Target bill every month. Pay that Amazon bill every month. And you get free points to put back into stuff you're already spending on. At least that's what I do. Choose your own credit card adventure, I guess. But Iron Man Mandarin kind of is what it is. I don't think it's going to make a top 10 list for me this year, but you may be different. Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Appreciate all the support out there. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, KylePetersonShow at gmail.com. And of course, my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, each and every Tuesday with my buxom co-host, Angie, and a whole lot of shenanigans every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for Iron Man, Tony Stark, Mandarin, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?